5 Endgame theories revealed in the Avengers special look. Avengers Endgame tickets are officially on sale, and fans are scrambling to secure their tickets to the earliest showings. Not only are Marvelites trying to avoid FOMO, spoilers also have them on edge. Now, despite predictions of record sales and of a gargantuan opening weekend, Marvel is not taking their foot off of the Endgame accelerator, and on Tuesday they dropped a special look that has more footage than the last 2 teasers combined. Luckily for us, hidden within the 1-minute spot are details that may reveal or confirm 5 theories about Avengers Endgame. So let's get into it now. To be on the safe side, if even one of these theories turns out to be true, today's news is about to get really spoilery up in here. So if you're dying to see Endgame with not even a whiff of a spoiler, you might want to get off of this elevator.
Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
Cool. Throughout the spot, we noticed several things that catch our interest. Cap looking fresh-faced after shaving, the leftover Avengers aboard the Benatar, the weird background behind Rocket, but it was this shot of Pepper Potts hugging Tony Stark back on Earth that gave us goosebumps. For most fans, this appears to be their tearful reunion after Tony is saved from dying in space, presumably by Captain Marvel. But we think that this is a clever piece of misdirection. 'Cause they lie to us, y'all. We think this shot takes place after Tony has made it safely back to Earth, and this moment is actually Tony saying goodbye to Pepper again as he has to head back into space to fight Thanos. So why do we think that? Good question. Well, we have long theorized that it will in fact be Pepper Potts who will rescue Tony. We've seen in the comic books that Pepper has her own Iron Man suit called Rescue, which, unlike most Iron Man armors, is used for emergencies as well as search and rescue. Tony being adrift in space would certainly qualify. And if we combine this with how Pepper Potts actress Gwyneth Paltrow has had to delete behind-the-scenes posts from her social media of her in mocap suits, as well as toy leaks showing off the armor, this has us all but certain that Rescue will be the one to rescue Tony. Add the emotional weight of having just saved his ass from space death to the idea that he is going right back out there to face Thanos again, and you get this scene. Not of them happy to see each other, but sad they may never see each other again. On to our next theory, and it involves this shot of Rocket Raccoon looking absolutely devastated. And guess what? We think that there is a reason for this. If you put yourself in Rocket's shoes at the end of Infinity War, Rocket only knows about Groot turning to dust because it happened right before his eyes.
No. Groot.
Dusty boy. At this point, he has no idea that the rest of his family has also literally turned to dust. We think this is where Nebula unfortunately has to pass on the bad news, hence the weepy trash panda. Side note, this could also be where the rest of the Avengers find out that Earth was not alone in the snapping, as Nebula could also be giving them the 411 from the rest of the galaxy. However, that info dump could easily come from Carol Danvers as well, as we saw her arrive from space pretty quickly after she got Fury's page, as seen in her post-credits sequence. Get ready to arm yourself with this next theory because we are going to go out on a limb here, thanks to the reveal of Hawkeye's tattoo sleeve. It's basically another clue that points to his family getting snapped away. We know from previous trailers that he's gone full Ronin and is taking out people in Japan, but his tatted up arm is really out of character for the somewhat squeaky clean, wholesome Dad Avenger version of Clint Barton that we've seen. Historically, if you go all in on a tattoo sleeve with a skull wearing a samurai helmet wrapped up with a killer snake, that's usually a dead giveaway that you're going through some stuff, a la your family being turned to dust before your eyes. Also, this makes us wonder even more how much time has passed since the snap for Clint to get a full sleeve done and for it to be all healed up, because that stuff takes a long time. Now for our next hot take, let's jump to the end of the special look where we've got a shot of the holy trinity of Marvel's Avengers, Cap, Iron Man, and Thor approaching Thanos, who's wearing his new armor and wielding the double-bladed weapon we've previously seen in toy leaks. Now we've heard rumors that using the Infinity Gauntlet the way that Thanos did will have diminished the potency of the stones, and it's probably why he now has to wear armor and brandish a weapon. Clearly the Mad Titan isn't as strong as he was if he is relying on extra padding to keep himself alive, and after taking Stormbreaker to the chest, it's possible that the injury, combined with the Infinity Gauntlet at seriously low durability, that Thanos is nowhere near as powerful as he was at the end of Infinity War. That, or he put on a helmet because he realized telling the Avengers that his head is his vulnerable spot wasn't very strategic of him.
You should have gone for the head.
And finally, the juiciest detail found in the Endgame special look is Cap and Tony's handshake. We think there are some shenanigans afoot, mainly from the Marvel trailer VFX department. We suspect that Cap's suit here has been digitally altered to throw us off the scent of this being Captain America from the past. In this shot, we think we're seeing a return to the Battle of New York from the first Avengers movie. Time travel machinations have been a part of a theory that's been circulating for a while now, so no surprises here. And we've seen plenty of behind-the-scenes photos of older Tony talking to a younger Cap along with Ant-Man. So we think this scene is actually 2019 Tony talking with 2012 Captain America, recruiting the first Avenger for some crazy plan. So what do all these hints, details, and reveals add up to for Avengers Endgame? We're thinking the prevailing theory that the leftover Avengers will time travel still stands. We think the majority of the team will all jump onto the Benatar to take the fight to Thanos. Despite how weak he is, they'll get beaten again and head back to Earth to lick their wounds. Time will have passed and Ant-Man will finally pop out of the quantum realm via a time vortex. He finds out what happened because of the snapping and heads on over to the Avengers compound. He lets them know about the time vortexes in the quantum realm, and then the group will split off into teams with their new quantum suits and go to different time periods to try to stop Thanos by capturing all of the Infinity Stones before he gets them. Now, we're still taking Kevin Feige at his word that most of the footage from the trailers and promo materials is from the first 15 to 20 minutes of the film, so we still have 2.5 hours plus of movie where pretty much anything can and will happen. But we will just have to wait and see when Avengers Endgame hits theaters on April 26th. But what do you folks think? Do you think any of our theories could be true? Did you manage to snag your advance tickets for opening weekend? And what other classic MCU moments do you think the Avengers might time travel back to? Let's discuss. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and mash that little bell to get notified every time we go live with the show or drop a new video. And if this isn't enough Avengers for you, have you heard that Nerdist is hosting a marathon of all 22 Marvel movies leading up to the release of Avengers Endgame at the El Capitan Theater in beautiful Hollywood, California? Come see over 2 days worth of movies along with your favorite Nerdist hosts and some super secret guests. Get your tickets now at elcapitantheater.com and we will see you there.